Hey, welcome. Today, we're diving into a feeling I think we all know really well. It's that internal tug of war, right? Between wanting to grow and change and that incredibly powerful, almost magnetic pull of just staying exactly where we are. It's this universal tension, this little bit of friction that comes with growth. And this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Think about it. The moments that really define you, the ones that stretch your abilities and totally reshape how you see the world, they almost never happen when you're all cozy and settled. They are, by their very nature, disruptive.
Sometimes that disruption can just feel, irritating. It actually brings to mind a great word, nettle. To be nettled is to be annoyed, and let's be honest, growth can feel exactly like that sometimes. But it's a productive irritation. It's a sign that you're pushing up against a boundary that might just be ready to move.
I love this image. Comfort really is that cozy, warm blanket. It's safe, you know what to expect. But transformation? Oh, that shows up ready for a journey. It's got its hiking boots on. It doesn't ask you to relax. It's asking you to move. It takes effort, it takes energy, and it takes being willing to step onto a totally new path.
So this leads to the big question, right? If we know deep down that these challenging moments are what help us grow, why is our first instinct so often to pull back? Why do we hesitate right at the edge of the very experiences that promise to make us stronger?
And this image just captures that internal battle perfectly. Just picture it. You're wrapped up in that cozy blanket. So warm, so safe, so secure. But right over there, there's a door, and it's labeled opportunity. And it's glowing, kind of beckoning you towards something totally unknown. That choice, between the blanket and the door, that's a choice we face all the time.
So let's actually dig into that hesitation, because hitting pause isn't some kind of character flaw. There are very real, very valid reasons we do it. And you know what? Understanding that resistance is the first real step toward working with it. And that resistance can pop up for some really good reasons. I mean, sometimes the world just feels like a whirlwind. It's completely overwhelming. Or maybe you feel like you're drowning in this ocean of information and you have no idea which way is up. And, sometimes we just instinctively know we need to slow down, to pace ourselves for the long haul.
In the world we live in today, this is basically a superpower. The world is constantly shoving new information, new expectations, new things you should be doing in your face. So the ability to be patient, to sift through all that noise, and to decide what truly matters to you right now, well, that's an absolutely essential skill if you want to navigate life without burning out.
Okay, so we get why we hit pause. What do we do about it? How do we take back control? Well, the key is making this shift from passive avoidance to active agency. It's about stopping the reaction and starting to intentionally find a rhythm for growth that actually works for you.
Now, this is a really, really critical distinction to make. Holding off on something can look like procrastination from the outside, but it's the why that makes all the difference. Procrastination? That's passive. It's usually driven by fear. But pacing yourself? That's an active, intentional choice. You're not ignoring what's important. You're respecting it enough to wait for the right time.
And that, right there, is what taking back control feels like. It's not about magically having unlimited time or energy. It's about consciously choosing where to put the energy you do have. When a goal is truly important to you, it stops being just another item on a to-do list and starts becoming a priority you naturally make space for. And while you're pacing yourself, while you're waiting for that right moment, life isn't on hold. The goal is to find value and joy in the here and now. I mean, every moment is important, right? Making the present a little better is just as valuable as preparing for the future.
All right, let's bring this all home with one last thought, turning the focus from these big ideas right back to you and your own journey. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Go back to that glowing door we imagined earlier. What opportunity, whether it's big or small, is waiting for you right now? Just on the other side of that cozy blanket. What journey are your hiking boots waiting for?